Now to a special series this week on the topic of news literacy. It is the third year that WRTV and our parent company EW Scripps is partnering with the News Literacy Project.
And our goal is to give you some essential life skills to discern fact from fiction in today's media world.
So first we tackle what is news literacy and how some local students are learning from a young age how to consume and produce media.
There's so much information coming at us at all times.
Think about how much time you spend scrolling on your phone each day, on your computer, watching TV. And by the looks of your daily average screen time on your phone, it's probably an embarrassingly large amount, especially in this pandemic where more of our face-to-face interactions are getting moved online.
And so it is critically important to be able to discern what information is real and what information isn't real.
The flood of misinformation. That's what we're looking at this week in partnership with the News Literacy Project.
It just could not be more important than right now. And we have seen the consequences of misinformation and disinformation being spread online.
So what is misinformation? It's misleading, even false information that's shared and often created by people who are unaware it's inaccurate, which differs from disinformation when misinformation is shared or created to deliberately mislead others to get some sort of result. And in today's media world, it's all around. So it's important to arm yourselves to spot red flags.
You should really be getting your news from fact-checked, standard-based news stations.
The News Literacy Project says start with knowing your source and the difference between national news versus your local news, where there's often a different focus.
The importance of localized press, local newspapers, and local journalists could not be overstated. And
some red flags include phrases to invoke emotion, screenshots of articles with no links, manipulated photos, and photos of crowds of protests. Always proceed with caution with those.
Today is Thursday, January 13th, 2022, and this is the Phoenix News.
And students as young as fourth grade are getting early exposure to media literacy.
The focus that we wanted to do was to teach kids not only about producing media, but understanding why we have media, why we do the things that we do.
Brian Young is an educator and one of the founding members of Lawrence County Independent Schools in Bedford, Indiana. In their unique media program, they work in partnership with the media school at Indiana University, and the students produce their own school announcements. Most recently, the broadcast was fully produced by a fourth grader. But Young hopes they can continue to build on these skills and eventually cover stories in their community.
And I think that'll help them not only, in just deciphering what's real and what's not real, but it'll help them with their state standards as well, with their researching abilities, their writing abilities.
Anger Mia Robertson hopes in her role she can inspire her younger schoolmates.
Put myself out there and try to be like a role model for other people so that they'll try to be interested in it and want to do it.
And just maybe, this early exposure will not only arm students with media literacy skills, but inspire the next generation of journalists who play an essential role in our society. Well, the News Literacy Week continues tomorrow with a look at how you can arm yourself against the avalanche of misinformation that's out there. Plus, we share some simple steps to ensure what you share on social media is credible. For more on all of our news literacy content this week, you can check WRTV.com and search News Literacy.